Welcome to It's English Podcast, where English feels easy, calm, and natural.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to It's English Podcast. I'm Brian, and I am so happy you're here today. Like, genuinely, I woke up this morning thinking today is going to be a great episode.
And I'm Mary. Brian, you say that every single episode.
Because it's always true. But today, Mary, today feels different. I've been thinking about our topic all week. Like, it keeps coming back to my head.
Oh, really? What were you thinking about exactly?
Okay, so dreams and goals. I was in the shower yesterday. Yes, the shower. And I thought, why is it that we all have dreams, but so many of us never actually go after them? It's like we have this beautiful idea, and then we just leave it on a shelf.
That's such a real thing, Brian. I think a lot of our listeners feel that. You have this big dream. Maybe you want to learn English fluently, start a business, travel the world. But then life gets busy or you feel scared, and the dream just stays a dream.
Exactly. And that's exactly what we're talking about today. Dreams, goals, and here's the thing, the fear that stops us. Because let's be honest, fear is the number one reason people don't go after what they really want.
So if you're listening right now, whether you're on a bus, in the kitchen, or taking a walk, welcome. This episode is for you. And by the end of today, we hope you feel a little more brave, a little more ready.
But first, Mary, quick question. What was your biggest dream when you were like 10 years old?
Oh gosh. When I was 10, I wanted to be a marine biologist. I wanted to swim with dolphins for a living.
No way. That's amazing. So what happened?
Well, I discovered I was very, very afraid of deep water, so the dolphin plan changed a little. But honestly, that dream taught me something important. It's okay if your path changes. What matters is that you keep dreaming.
I love that. For me, I wanted to be a professional footballer, a soccer player, and I practiced every single day. I didn't make it to the big leagues, obviously. But you know what? That dream gave me discipline. It taught me how to work hard. And those skills, I use them every day.
So, before we dive into our tips, think about this. What was a dream you had as a child? Don't judge it. Just remember it. Because those dreams tell us something true about who we are.
Okay, let's get into it. 5 powerful tips to help you stop being afraid and start going after your dreams. Let's go. Tip number 1. Name your dream out loud. Say it. Tell someone. Write it down. Because here's the thing. When a dream is only in your head, it stays foggy. It stays comfortable, but also invisible.
That's so true. There's a big difference between thinking, I want to speak English well someday, and saying out loud, my goal is to have a full conversation in English by the end of this year. One is a wish, the other is a goal.
Yes, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't need to know how yet. You just need to say what. I want to start my own bakery. I want to finish university. I want to move to a new city. Say it. Make it real.
I remember when I first said out loud that I wanted to become a podcast host. I felt a little silly, like who was I to say that? But once I said it to a friend, it suddenly became real. It had weight. And then I couldn't unsay it. I had to start working toward it.
I did the same thing. I told my sister I'm going to learn 3 languages. She just looked at me like, okay, sure, Brian. But that look actually made me more motivated, like I wanted to prove it, not to her, to myself.
And for our listeners, a really simple exercise. Tonight, write down 1 dream you have. Not 5, just 1. Write it on paper, not your phone. There's something powerful about putting a pen to paper. It feels like a promise to yourself.
Listener action. Tip number 1. Tonight, write down 1 dream on a piece of paper. Put it somewhere you can see it every morning. Seeing it daily keeps your brain focused and motivated. Beautiful. Okay, tip number 2, and this one is my personal favorite.
Tip 2. Fear is normal. It means you care.
So here's a big truth that nobody tells you enough. Fear is not the enemy. Fear is actually a sign that your dream matters to you. If you didn't care, you wouldn't be scared.
Think about it this way. You're never scared of things that don't matter to you, right? You're not scared of, someone else's cat. But you are scared of failing at something you truly want. That fear, it means the dream is important.
I like to think of fear like a big dog barking at the gate. It looks scary, it sounds scary, but when you walk closer, you realize the gate is locked for your protection, not to keep you out. Fear is protecting you because you're about to do something big.
I love that metaphor, and I think many English learners feel this exact fear. What if I make a grammar mistake? What if people don't understand me? What if I sound stupid? Those fears are so common and so understandable.
But here's the thing. Every single English speaker you admire made mistakes. Every single one. Your teachers, your favorite podcast hosts, English celebrities, they all made mistakes. And they kept going. The fear didn't go away, they just moved forward anyway.
I'll be honest, I still feel nervous before we record sometimes. Even now, my hands get a little sweaty, my voice shakes slightly, but I've learned to say to myself, this fear means I care about doing a good job, and then I start anyway.
Exactly. Brave people aren't people without fear. Brave people are scared and they do it anyway. That's the whole secret. Fear plus action equals courage.
So the next time you feel scared about your goal, try this. Don't fight the fear. Don't pretend it's not there. Instead, say, "Hello, fear. I see you. You're here because this matters. Now let's go do it anyway."
Listener action. Tip 2. When fear shows up, name it. Say, I feel scared because this matters to me. Then take one tiny step forward anyway. Even one small step changes everything.
Tip 3. Break your dream into small, tiny steps.
Okay, tip 3, and I think this is where most people go wrong. They look at the dream, the big dream, and they feel completely overwhelmed. It's like looking at a huge mountain and saying, I need to climb that.
Right. And when something feels too big, our brain shuts down. We think, I can't do this. And so we do nothing, which is the worst thing we can do.
So here's the trick. Stop looking at the mountaintop. Look at your next step. Just one step. Because you know what? If you take enough small steps, one day you look back and realize, oh wow, I'm halfway up the mountain and I didn't even notice I was climbing.
This is so real for language learning. When someone says, I want to be fluent in English, that feels huge, maybe even impossible. But if you say, this week I'm going to learn 10 new words, that feels doable, right? And 10 words a week is 520 words a year. That's a lot of vocabulary.
When I was learning Spanish, yes, I'm still trying, my teacher told me, Brian, just learn how to say one sentence today, just one. And that changed everything for me. One sentence became 5, 5 became 20, and suddenly I was having real conversations.
Small steps also do something really important. They build confidence. Every time you complete a small step, your brain says, hey, I can do this. That feeling grows, and you start to trust yourself more and more.
So let's be concrete. Say your dream is to get a better job. A small step might be update your CV this week. That's it, one thing. Or say your dream is to travel to England. Small step, research 3 cities you want to visit. Just research, no booking, no spending money, just looking.
The dream doesn't get smaller when you break it into steps. It actually gets closer. Every step you take is a step the dream takes towards you.
Listener action. Tip Tip 3. Take your one dream from tip 1. Now write 3 small steps that could move you closer to it. Choose one of those steps and do it this week. Keep it simple. Small is powerful. Tip 4. Find your why, your deep reason.
Tip 4 is something I think about a lot, and it's about finding your why. Not what you want, but why you want it. Because the why is the fuel that keeps you going when things get hard.
Oh, yes. Can you explain that a bit more? Because I think people often confuse their goal with their reason.
Sure. So let's say someone's goal is, I want to speak English well. That's the what. But the why might be very different for different people. Maybe the why is, I want to help my children with their homework. Or I want to get a promotion at work. Or I want to feel confident when I travel abroad. The why is personal and it's powerful.
Right, because on the days when you're tired, when you don't feel like studying, when you make mistakes and feel embarrassed, your what isn't enough to keep you going, but your why, that's emotional, that's deeper, that pulls you forward even when you're exhausted.
My why for learning public speaking was my mom. She always said to me, Mary, you have something important to say. Find your voice. When I started this podcast, I thought about her every time I felt scared. My why was her belief in me. That kept me going.
That's beautiful, Mary. Really. Mine, honestly, is for my younger self. I grew up in a neighborhood where nobody talked about big dreams. People just worked and survived. And I remember being a teenager and thinking, there has to be more than this. So everything I do now, this podcast, this work, it's for that kid who needed someone to say, you can dream big. It's okay.
And for you listening, we'd love to know your why. Write it down, put it on your mirror, read it every morning. Because on difficult days, your why will carry you when your energy cannot.
Listener action. Tip 4. Ask yourself, why do I want this dream? Write your answer in 1 to 2 sentences. Be honest and personal. Place it somewhere visible. Your phone wallpaper, your mirror, your notebook.
Tip 5. Celebrate small wins. Progress is enough.
Okay, our final tip, and this one makes me really happy to talk about. Tip 5. Celebrate your small wins. Every single one.
Now, I know what some people are thinking, but Brian, how can I celebrate if I haven't reached my big goal yet, right?
Exactly. And here's why that thinking is wrong. If you only celebrate when you reach the finish line, you spend most of your life not celebrating. Most of life happens during the journey, not at the destination. So if you never enjoy the small moments, the small victories, you're missing most of your life.
Think about a child learning to walk. They fall down, they get up. They take 1 step, 2 steps, and their parents cheer. Nobody says, you only took 2 steps. Come back when you can run a marathon. No, they celebrate 2 steps because 2 steps is progress. 2 steps is real.
And we need to do the same for ourselves. Did you read in English today? Celebrate. Did you finish 1 paragraph of your essay? Celebrate. Did you make a phone call in English for the first time? That is amazing. Jump around. Tell a friend. Be proud.
Nuanced, thoughtful, celebrating doesn't mean stopping. It means acknowledging your effort. It's saying to yourself, I did something today that my past self couldn't do. That's growth. And growth, no matter how small, is something to be proud of.
I have a celebration ritual, actually. Every time I hit a language goal, like completing a lesson or finishing a chapter, I do a little victory dance in my kitchen. Alone. Just me and the refrigerator. And you know what? It works. It makes my brain feel good and want to do more.
Brian and his refrigerator audience. But honestly, that's the point. Find your way to celebrate. It doesn't have to be big. A cup of your favorite tea, a walk outside, a happy message to a friend. Just mark the moment. You deserve it.
So there you have it, our 5 powerful tips. Number 1, name your dream out loud. Number 2, let fear be your signal, not your stop sign. Number 3, take small steps. Number 4, Know your why. And number 5, celebrate every win, big or small.
And now, one of my favorite parts of the show, vocabulary time. We've picked 10 powerful words from today's episode. These are words that will help you talk about your dreams and goals in English, clearly and confidently.
Vocabulary time. Now, these are words we used in today's episode. They're perfect for talking about dreams, goals, and feelings. Let's go through them one by one.
For each word, we'll give you a simple definition and an example sentence in easy English. Try to say the word out loud as we go. It really helps.
Vocabulary time. These are words we used in today's episode. They're perfect for talking about dreams, goals, and feelings. Let's go through them one by one.
For each word, we'll give you a simple definition and an example sentence in easy English. Try to say the word out loud as we go. It really helps.
Word 1. Dream. Dream. A dream is something you really want to do or become in the future.
Example sentence. My dream is to open a small cafe one day.
Word 2. Goal.
Goal. A goal is a specific thing you decide to work toward and achieve.
Example sentence. My goal is to speak English for 5 minutes without stopping.
Word 3. Fear.
Fear. Fear is a strong feeling that something bad might happen. It means being scared.
Example sentence. I had a fear of speaking in front of people, but I practiced every day.
Word 4. Courage.
Courage. Courage is the ability to do something even when you are scared.
Example sentence. She showed great courage when she spoke English with strangers for the first time.
Word 5. Motivated.
Motivated. Motivated means feeling strong and ready to work towards something you want.
Example sentence. Listening to this podcast always makes me feel motivated to study.
Word 6. Step.
Step. A step is one small action that moves you closer to your goal.
Example sentence. The first step to learning a language is to start, even if it is just 5 minutes a day.
Word 7. Progress.
Progress. Progress means moving forward and getting better little by little.
Example sentence. I can see real progress in my English because I can now understand most of this podcast.
Word 8. Overcome.
Overcome. To overcome something means to successfully deal with something difficult.
Example sentence. He worked hard to overcome his shyness and now speaks English confidently at work.
Word 9. Confidence.
Confidence. Confidence is the feeling that you can do something well, believing in yourself.
Example sentence. Practice gives you confidence. The more you speak, the less scared you feel.
Word 10. Persistence.
Persistence. Persistence means continuing to try even when things are hard, not giving up.
Example sentence. With persistence, even the most difficult dream becomes possible. Okay, my favorite word from that list, persistence. I think this is the secret ingredient. Most people give up too early, but the people who make their dreams real, they just kept going, even when it was hard.
And my favorite is overcome, because every single one of us has something we need to overcome. A fear, a habit, a doubt. And using this word reminds us that it is possible. You can overcome it. The word itself carries hope.
Try to use at least 3 of these words this week, in a conversation, in your diary, in a voice message to a friend. Using new words in real situations is the fastest way to remember them.
You can also write all 10 words in a notebook and put an emoji next to each one, an emoji that reminds you of the meaning. It sounds a bit silly, but it actually works really well for memory.
Okay, friends, we are coming to the end of today's episode, and I honestly feel so good after this conversation. Mary, what's your biggest takeaway from today?
For me, it's the idea that fear and dreams exist together. They're not opposites, they're partners. Wherever there's a big dream, there's usually some fear nearby, and that's okay. That fear is proof you care. Don't run from it. Walk with it.
I love that. For me, it's the small steps thing. We all want the big result. We want the fluent English, the great job, the happy life, and we want it now. But real life doesn't work like that. Real life is one honest step at a time, and each honest step is worth celebrating.
And to you, our listener, we want to say something important. We know that learning English is not always easy. There are days when you feel stuck or embarrassed or like you're not making progress. We hear you. We've both been there.
But the fact that you're here, listening to this podcast in English, maybe understanding most of it, maybe all of it, that is progress. That is your dream in motion. Don't forget that.
Now, here is our listener question for this week. We love hearing from you. Ready?
Ready.
Here is our question for our audience. What is one dream you have right now, and what is one small step you will take this week to move toward it? Tell us. Leave a comment, send us a message, or write it in your journal. We want to know.
Yes, and we actually read every message you send us, every single one. So don't be shy. Even if your English isn't perfect, send it anyway. Remember what we said today. Imperfect action beats perfect waiting every single time.
And if you enjoyed today's episode, please share it with one friend, one person who might need to hear this message today. Because sometimes the right episode at the right moment can change everything.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us. You are amazing, and your dreams are completely, absolutely, 100% worth going after. Don't you ever forget that.
Until next time, keep learning, keep dreaming, and be kind to yourself on the journey. I'm Mary.
And I'm Brian. This has been It's English Podcast. We'll see you in the next episode. Stay brave, stay curious, and go take that one small step today. Bye for now.